welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because today I'm finally going to be doing a review of the Colourpop tie-dye collection. So I have the 3 palettes that came in the collection, and I got a highlight, and this is the Manifest That highlight. Now, I think this was like the first collection that they came out with post-opening from COVID and everything that's going on. This was like the first actual release they did after that. So there was like definitely some issues. Like I ordered right away when they launched this, the 3 palettes and this Manifest That highlight. First of all, they had like all the highlights mixed up on the website. They had the Manifest That one and the other the more gold one. This one was supposed to be the pink one, but there was a gold one, and they had I put for the pink one, but in my confirmation that I got in the mail, it showed the gold highlight as the Manifest That highlight, which I was like, so I emailed them about that, and I was like, that's the wrong highlight, they're mixed up or whatever. And when I got it, when it ended up changing to the purple one, and then I got it in the mail, and let's just say it looked like this. It came empty. My highlight came empty when I got it from launch. So I had to email them again about this. I was like, it's kind of missing the product in it, which sucks. So now, since this doesn't have anything in it, I'm going to just keep it in my purse. Let's go ahead and do a satisfying peel moment for it. So I'm going to use this mirror here I'm just going to put it in my bag. So I'm just going to put this in my bag and use it as like a compact mirror. And then maybe you could keep like a powder puff here or something to like pat out your makeup if you need to. But I don't really have oily skin, so I don't really need to do that. But I am going to end up putting this in my purse to have like a compact mirror with me everywhere. And at least it's cute Colourpop packaging. So I did email them, and I told them that I wanted to just, because it was out of stock already by the time I got my stuff, and I told them, well, can you just, instead of giving me a refund, because I knew that's what they would probably do since it wasn't in stock, I asked them if they could just wait and just send me the palette or send me the highlighter when it comes back in stock. And they end up giving me like store credit for $12, which is the price of the highlight, which kind of sucked in my opinion, because if I just wanted to get the highlight, then I'm going to have to pay for shipping again, which I don't think was right. I think they should have gave me like a free shipping code too, so that way if I just wanted to get the highlight, I wouldn't have to repay for shipping. But of course, me being me, I did not pay for shipping because I hate to pay for shipping. I will add however many items in the cart to get the free shipping. But I waited. I'm so late with this collection because I was waiting for the highlight to come in. I think it went back in stock maybe a week or 2 later, and I jumped on it and went and got the highlight again. So this is the Manifest That highlight. And we'll apply this first. The only thing is I have a hard time opening. There's other people that open them and make it look so easy. I have a hard time opening these packages, but I love them. I love such a big, huge highlight, taking the plastic piece out there. But this is what it looks like. It's a pink highlight, and it's supposed to have, it's kind of tie-dye pink and a deeper pink and some purple in there, and there's silver glitters in it, and I don't know if it's really coming up on camera like it is in real life, but yeah, I like it. It's really pretty. So let's apply it to the skin and see how it goes on the skin. I did not get the gold one because I thought that one would be, sometimes gold highlights are just too dark for my skin tone. So I'm just using my Sigma High Cheekbone Highlighter brush. It's the F03 brush. And I know a lot of people say that the Super Shock highlighters apply the best with your finger, but I feel like if you use a dense brush, they apply just fine with a dense brush. that highlight. It's really pretty. I love pink highlights though, so that of course was a hit. So on the palettes, I'm gonna do a look out of each one of these palettes, and then I'll give you my overall review at the end of the video. So I guess we'll just start with the one that's on top, which is Miss Bliss. And she looks like this. It's like pink and orange, and this is like a yellowish orange. I think it looks really pretty. I'm seeing now that there's really only 2 actual matte shades. Wow, I can't believe they did that. So this shade and this shade, they're like mattes with glitter. This shade and this shade are also mattes with glitter in them. The only actual mattes is this shade and this shade, which is crazy. I wonder why they did that. Because then it literally gives you like no pink in the crease or whatever if you don't use them. So, there's that. I'm going to just use my e.l.f. J Kisser brushes I have today for my eye look. I really like these brushes. I don't have no issues with them. And they're really affordable brushes. I'm going first with my e.l.f. J Kisser J3 brush. And I think I'm going to still try to go in with this of Quartz shade, which is like a very pale pink, but with some, it has shimmer in it, or glitter in it. There's quite a bit of kick up in the palette when you pick it up. It's very powdery. And I have primed my eyelids. I primed my eyelids with my e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, the white one, because these are more, this is more of a pastel collection, so. Now that I've got that in the crease, I think I'm going to go in with Whoa shade, which is like a pinkish, peachy, or pinkish, a yellowish peachy color. It's more of a yellow, and it also has glitter in it, but just going to go a little bit lower with this one. Even though I have like my mirror right here, I have an Impressions vanity mirror now, but I feel like I need to use so you can see me doing it. So I feel like you can't see me doing it by looking at my other mirror. So I'm just using my my Best-in-Make Cosmetics Sleeping Beauty mirror. I thought about creating like a halo eye. I haven't done a halo eye look in a while, so maybe I'll do that. I have to say, you can still see the glitters on the lid. I'm going to take this smaller blending brush so I can start creating my halo eye. And it's the J4, and it's almost like a pencil brush. It's a very teeny tiny blending brush here. I'm going to go into the shade, I'm going to do orange shade, I guess. I'll try not to drop my mirror. So I'm going to go into the shade Optimist, which is this shade, and try to do it on my inner corner and my outer corner, and just start trying to create that halo eye effect. Now, this is a true matte, so this is why I chose this shade, because it is a true matte. So. I'm gonna lay down like a base shimmer, and then I thought about topping. I'll do that in my last look. I do want to use a little bit of the glitter, but I think the glitter's like the same in all the palettes. So in the last look I do, I'm gonna add some glitter on top just so you can see how that one is. So I'm gonna go back into that shade again of Quartz, that light pinkish shade, and then just blend above the crease with it, just to blend out. I don't want to lose having that little bit of a pinkish tone to my look. I'm gonna take the not that one. I'm gonna take this J1 brush, which is like a flat. It's perfect for laying down eyeshadow. I'm just gonna spritz it with my MAC Fix Plus that I have in my thing here now. I'll spritz it with that. I'm gonna go in with this shade Palo Santo. Looks like Palo Santo. This one right here, it's an orange one. I'm gonna do, since this one's more orange based, I'm gonna do more of an orange look here. So I'm gonna go into this shade. Just press that in the center of my lid. That's really pretty. I do have to say, Colourpop is definitely my favorite brand. Just because they really, I feel like they really are very consistent in their formula. That's really pretty. I'm loving that. I'm gonna go back in with my bigger blending brush. That was not it. That's not it either. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go back in with my bigger blending brush and then just do some blending to kind of just to blend most of those two colors together. Might add a little bit more of that Optimist shade just to my outer corners and inner corners to kind of do some blending too. Kind of bring it back after, and just bring that shade back in a little bit afterwards. It's just a little bit more matting. Okay. I'm going to take this small brush. It is very tiny. It's good to do like under your eyes, and it's the J6. And I think I'm going to go into Whoa, that yellow shade, yellowish orange shade, and just lay that under my eye. It's a very light look today. I love how that turned out. So I'm gonna let's see, from the inner corner. I guess I'm gonna go back and just go back into my highlight. I'm gonna go back into my highlight shade, and let me clean off this brush because I like to use this for my inner corner. I'm going to go back into my highlight and just use my highlight in my inner corner and on my brow bone that I have. Since there's not really, the other shimmer in here is not a lighter shimmer, so. I think that looks really good. I'm just going to go ahead and go off camera and I'll do my mascara and then I'll be right back. I have to concentrate on doing mascara anymore. I was like, get it all over the place. So I'm just going to go off camera and do it and then I'll be back. Okay guys, I am back. I have my mascara on. Ignore. I got a little bit under mine. I tried to just scrape it away, but ignore it. I dried. It's still, you know, I waited for it to dry and then wipe it away, and then it's still left like a little mark there. But yeah, that's life for me anyways. So I realized I forgot to put like a waterline color. And I have these from NYX, the faux whites. And they have more shades now, but I have it in lavender blush, vanilla, mint cream, and white smoke. I think I'm going to go with the yellow one, which is the vanilla, and it looks more like a pastel yellow. I'm going to go in with this one. And these ones are so good. They're really creamy, and I feel like they really stick in your waterline. They're so good. You don't even have to press really hard. It's not like scrubbing at your waterline to get them to go in. They just go in there like it's their job. And there's the, it's so good. These things are so good. Okay, so I have these three. I don't know if I'm going to use one of these or not. Maybe I'll use one of their glosses. I have these three Colourpop Just a Tints. I'm wondering which one will go the best with this look. Because I wanted to do just a tint one. Maybe this one wouldn't look bad. Let's try this one and see. I don't think that one looks too bad with this look. Maybe a little bit deeper than I wanted. It's the Waikiki one. This is the one I used. And I love that these aren't like too pigmented. It's perfect for summertime. So this is my complete look of using the Miss Bliss palette. I think it turned out so good. It's just gorgeous. The palette performed really well. And I think my eyes just remind me of a gorgeous dreamsicle. An orange dreamsicle. I'm going to be back and I will. So into look number 2, I'm going to use this Aurora and Out palette. And here is what this palette looks like. It is very gorgeous. It has some really pretty mint shades, which I'm dying to stick this one on my lid. This is definitely going to go on my lid. And I don't know, I just love this shade. It's like a limey type of green. I don't know. It just has some really pretty shades. I'm not a fan that there's a matte white. I don't use a matte white shade really. But it's here, so I might as well use it. And there is only 2 mattes in this one too, which kind of sucks. So the only mattes is Solar Hour, which is this one, and Fresh Cut, which is this one. So this one, Eurovision, it has shimmer in it. And this one, Vibes here, which is like a bluish color, it also has shimmer in it. So that's the only disappointing factor here of these palettes. I'm not liking the fact that a lot of the matte shades have shimmer in them. I think I'm going to start out with Eurovision, which is that like yellowish shade that has like some glitter in it. And I'm going to take and put that in my crease just to start out. You know, I'm going to go in Vibes, which is like the pastel blue that's in there. I'm going to go in with that one next. I'm going to take this shade Fresh Cut, which is like the lime green in the middle, and just like do it like on the inner part of my eye, and this inner crease part right here, just like directly on the crease. I'm going to go into the other matte shade on the palette, which is Solar Hour. So I did this shade on the inside here, and I'm going to do this shade on like the outside here, the outside portion, and just kind of blend those two together. So on my outer crease, I'm going to go back into this shade of Vibes and put that on like the outer portion. I'm going to go in with my flatter brush, clean it off because I used it on my last look. Spray with my MAC Fix Plus like I've been doing. So I'm going to go into that shade that I was eyeballing at the beginning, New Age. I'm going to go with the shade New Age here and put it all over my lid.
Wow. That is a really pretty shade.
There it is. That's a really pretty shade. I love that shade. And I'm gonna try and use that matte shade, the matte white shade today, as an inner corner highlight and a brow bone highlight. I never use a matte white shades. Curious to see if you can use it as that. So I'm gonna try to go with a matte highlight today. So I got the white shade. I'll be honest, I really want to go under my eye with just the green shade. I really love that shade. I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to take that green shade and just take it under my eye. I'm going to go in my waterline with this NYX Faux Whites eye cream, or eyeliner. And it's in mint cream. I think this mint cream shade will be the best. There's the eyeliner in my eye. I'm gonna go off camera and I'm gonna just pop some lashes on. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. ones. These ones are really good. These are the Drama Queen e.l.f. lashes. I'm just gonna pop these ones on. And then I'll be back to give you my finished look with this palette. So this is my completed look using the Aurora and Out Tye Dye Palette. Here, I'll use them. And here is the overall turnout of the look. I think the look turned out pretty good. I love the I love that shimmer shade. That shimmer shade is just pretty. really pretty for like a summer, springtime. You just want to do a light look. And we're going to move on to the last one. So on to the last and final look. I'm going to use the In a Trance palette. And this one was the one that I ordered first, and I wasn't even going to get the other two. But then I was like, I liked the other two the way they look too. But this one was definitely my favorite of the three. This is what this palette looks like. It's just blue and pink and purple and everything I love in a palette. And this one doesn't seem to have as many of the shades with the glitter in them. Only shades that are the mattes with glitter is this Transcendence, this one, and then Daydream Baby, this one. That has glitter in it too. But then you have Up Level, which is this one. You have Own Your Power, which is this one. And you have Future Self, which is this one. All these are mattes with no glitter. And can I just say, I love that in this palette, it is not a matte white shade. This is just gorgeous clarity. It's like a duochrome. It's white, but it has like pink and purple glitters in it or something. It looks really cool, and I don't think it's coming off as well on camera as it is in like real life, but it's a really pretty shade. So, and once again, I've primed my eyes with my e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer in the shade White. And I'm just going to do like a sort of tie-dye look out of this one. I'm going to do it kind of like I did my rainbow video. We'll see how it turns out. I'm going to go first with this lighter shade, Future Self. I'm going to go in with this shade Future Self here and put that on my lid first. Just as like a transition type of shade. And this one's not as powdery as some of the other ones have been, so that's always a good sign. And then this look, I'm going to use a little bit of that glitter just so we can see how it performs. I do think they could have came up with, if they want to have one glitter shade in the palette, they should have came up with like a unique one for each palette instead of having like the same glitter look for all the palettes, you know. I'm just doing this one, and then I'm gonna do like a tie-dye type look out of it from here. And there's that shade. And now I'm going in with that smaller brush, this one. I think I'm gonna go in with this pink shade, which is Up Level. I'm gonna go in with this Up Level shade. I'm gonna try to go from a pink to a purple to a blue on my eye up top here. So that's why I'm using a smaller brush, so I can just really tuck it in there into my crease. So we're going to start in the inner corner with that shade. Now I'm going to go into the next shade, which is the purple, and this one is Own Your Power. This is that shade. And go into that one next and just put that in the center right next to it, blending some into the pink that I laid down. And then I'm going into the outer corner with this one, which it does have glitter in it, but I'm going to use it anyways. I'm just going to take that on the outside here, blending it into the purple. I'm going to take this brush, which is like an eyeliner brush. It's the J5. And I think I'm going to do the same thing on my lower lash line. Take some of the pink and do it on my inner corner. I love this. I love this so much. Look at the gradient we got going on there. It looks so good. I'm so shocked. Hey, and I think what I'm going to do is go all over the lid with, I don't know. I think I'm going to do it anyways. What I really want to use is this clarity shade. And I think I'm just going to do that anyways. Just because I don't want my whole lid to be like pink or because they have this pink shade and then they have like this purple shade, but I don't think I want my all over lid to be pink or purple. I want it to be more of a white shimmery shade. That way it really shows off the gradient that I got going on there. And I'll just use that one in my inner corner too. That's why I didn't want to use it, because I want to use it in my inner corner versus using my highlighter like I've been doing, or a matte white shade I did in my last look. Just doing it all over the lid because I like this shade so much. It is so gorgeous. I'm really liking this. I think it's just because this was totally my color story. My Nyx Glitter Glue, I'm going to use it. And I have this applicator I have yet to use from e.l.f. It is the Silicone Glitter Precision Applicator. It's a silicone tip. I'm going to try to like put my glitter glue on this and put like some in the center of my lid. And then I'm going to dip this in the palette and put it on my lid to see how it does. I've never used glitter glue before, so this is going to be new to me. I just love that. I really like the way that turned out. I don't use a whole lot of glitter, so because it's a pain in the butt to get off your eyes at the end of the day, I have to say. But this applicator made it really easy. I really like this. This is the first time I've used it, and I bought it just for in case I wanted to do some glitter. And I know some people that use this glitter, this is the Nyx Glitter Glue. They use this for before they put down, instead of wetting their brush, they'll put down some of this and then put the shimmer on, and it will give you a high impact shimmer too. You guys, this is my unicorn fantasy dreams right here. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera and do my mascara, and then I will be back to give you my overall thoughts on all the palettes, and yeah, I'll be back. And this is my finished look. I'd say this one is my most favorite look. I love this look. This one's definitely my most favorite look that I created, and my favorite palette. And I just love the look it created. It's just such a gorgeous look. This is my favorite look. I guess this is like Unicorn Fantasy Dreams, and I like the little pop of glitter that I stuck in my center of my lid just for like a little extra pop of something. And you want to know what? I forgot my inner corner highlight. I forgot to do my inner corner highlight. So let's go do that real quick. And then we'll come back to the end of the video and I'll give you my overall thoughts. Oh, and there we go. Well, there we have it. Now I feel more complete with my inner corner highlight. I always have to have that inner corner highlight. I love it. So I love the way this look turned out. This one's definitely my most favorite look. I have to say that I just love the shades in this palette and everything more than the other ones. This Miss Bliss palette, this one, I really thought this one was very powdery. Like, it was really powdery. A lot of the shades, there's a lot of kick up in the pan on it. This one seemed to be, I don't know, I guess maybe softer pressed than maybe the other ones. But this one definitely on the matte shades had a lot of kick up in the pan of when you were dipping into them and everything, which is not a big deal to me. They provided a lot of pigment and it blended out really good, just like any Colourpop shadow. I don't think their formula was any different. I just think that some stuff was softer pressed than others. And this is the Aurora and Out palette. This Vibe shade, I think that one was definitely maybe a softer pressed one, because there was a little bit more kick up in pan with this shade than there was with any of the other shades. So this one seemed to be a little bit more softer pressed, I guess. And I do have to say that I really like the look I came out with today too. I love this shade New Age. It's almost like a minty green shade. But I do have to say, out of the mattes, this shade in the middle here, this Fresh Cut shade, it was my favorite shade out of this palette. It is just such a gorgeous, limey green. Oh, everything you want. If you love like a lime green look, this one was so neon and bright and just gorgeous. And I really liked this Eurovision too. Even though it is a matte shade with glitter in it, I just loved how neon yellow it came off on your lids. I thought it looked really pretty. And this one seemed to be a little bit maybe harder pressed, Solar Hour, because I really felt like I had to dig in the pan to get any like sort of pigment out of it to come off on my lid. But I still think overall it was a very good palette. And I didn't get a chance to use these two shimmer shades, but I will definitely have to use them in another video or later on just to see how they perform, because this one looks really gorgeous. So I am interested to see how these two shimmers perform. I'll have to keep using it and try it in another look I do and see. Okay, and we're going to end up with the Inner Trance, which was the last shade I have on my eyelids. These shades, I think, all performed beautifully. There wasn't a whole lot of kick up in the pan with them, and I didn't think that they were too hard pressed because I didn't have issues digging in. I didn't have to really dig in to get any pigment, so I definitely feel like this one maybe performed the best out of all of the palettes for me, I think. Or maybe it's just because I favor this one because I love the color story. But this one for me, I think, performed the best out of all of them. But I don't think you'll be disappointed with any of them if you decide to pick up any of these palettes. I don't know if they're in stock right now. I'd have to check and see. But I definitely loved it. And I like the glitter that I got here out of this one. The glitter is really pretty as just like maybe a tap on the center of the lid for just a little extra glitz. I really like that. And I have to say that I really love this tie-dye collection. I'm glad I haven't gotten any other pastel palettes, and I love them. I like the looks that I came out with and everything. And I thought they performed just as good as any other Colourpop eyeshadow, in my opinion. And with that being said, that is my video today, and I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Colourpop Tye Dye collection and the highlight. I love the look that I ended up with. I feel like that was my favorite, and that's kind of why I chose to save that palette, the Inner Trance palette, to last, because that one was the one that just caught my eye right away, and I was like, I have to have this palette. But I'm glad I saved this look for last. But that was my video today, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I hope you keep having a good rest of the day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.